All right, then I'm going to call my husband. I'm going to ask Eric to get down here and ask him to help me get her to the hospital. Trish? Yes, it's Mrs. Forrester. Trish, where is my husband? He's in with Byers? I don't care if he told you that he can't be interrupted. I want you to go into the office now. I must speak with him instantly. Do you hear me? Yes. Angela. Angela?
Bill.
Hello, Thorne.
Come on in. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too. And I promise you I'm not going to take a lot of your time.
Hey, it's okay. What can I do for you?
Well, are you aware of what day it is today?
I haven't forgotten my wife's birthday.
That's good. I didn't think you had. No, do you have some plans for tonight?
Yeah, I have something in mind.
Would there be a conflict if I invited both of you to join me for drinks at the club?
Yeah, Bill, I'm afraid there would be. You see, I'm flying Caroline up to Carmel. There's a quaint little inn there that I've always wanted to show her.
I certainly can't compete with that. Just the two of you.
Absolutely. It's been a long time, Bill.
Well, you two have been very, very busy.
Well, that's no excuse. The marriage has to take priority, even over business. But we're going to make up for all that tonight. Just Caroline and me. Boy, I can't wait.
Logan, you're a distraction.
Get used to it.
Where the heck do you get a job that lets you take off in the middle of the day and come and seduce me?
It's all in the contract.
Well, I guess if they want you badly enough.
Do you want me badly enough?
This conversation's heading in a very dangerous direction.
Someone is getting very turned on.
Yeah, someone sure is.
Or we could do a slow simmer until tonight after dinner.
Dinner? What dinner?
The one we had planned with Thorne and Caroline to celebrate her birthday.
Whose idea was that?
Mine.
Does Thorne know?
No, only Caroline does. She thought it was a great idea. Now, where was I? Right here?
Well, it sounds like a totally captivating evening. Do you mind if I make one small addition?
Sure.
Would you give her this?
It's a beautiful locket.
Yes, it belonged to Caroline's mother. She wore it almost every day. Now, I'm sure Caroline will recognize it when she sees it this evening.
There's room for 2 pictures.
Oh, yes, there were one of me in there, and of course, Caroline. And I removed them so give you space, and well, who knows, perhaps a child someday.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yes. You know, having a child does make quite a difference in a marriage. I know it did for me and Caroline's mother. Oh, yes, yes, yes. We certainly did have our problems, but it all seemed so petty, insignificant after Caroline was born. And we never wavered in our devotion with one another after that.
There's a message for me there somewhere.
Wait, just take it with a grain of salt.
Well, it's not a bad idea, Bill. A little premature, maybe, but not a bad idea.
And anyway, you just give her that, and I'm sure it'll make the evening really very lovely.
Thanks, Bill. Listen, I've really got to get going. Is Caroline at the office?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Have a wonderful evening.
It'll be the best. Caroline will never forget it, believe me.
We may have a problem.
Why? Your office door does have a lock on it, doesn't it?
Not that kind of problem.
What, then?
We may not be having dinner with Thorne and Caroline.
Why not?
They may have other plans.
What plans?
Caroline didn't say anything to you about this?
No. Ridge, this is pretty important to me.
Hey, I wanted to have dinner with the two of them, too.
I don't understand, then. What's the big problem?
Thorne came in here earlier, and he may have plans of his own for tonight.
Well, he's just going to have to change them.
He may not want to.
Well, did he tell you what he had in mind?
No.
Don't worry about Thorne. I'm sure he'll go along with Caroline and me.
Caroline and you. Now, there's a deadly combination.
Yep. It's a campaign I'm on. Project Sister-in-Law. Because that is what we're going to be. And I want to be ready. I want to be already relating to her as a sister.
Brooke, I wouldn't get my hopes up too high with that one.
Ridge, I have to. It has to be that way. Otherwise, I'm not going to have the courage and stamina to get what I'm after. So, tonight will be the first step. Dinner and dancing at Cafe Russe. And Caroline will be my very special guest of honor.
Stephanie? Stephanie. Please, I'd like to examine her. Just lie down here.
Is she all right?
Yes.
Well, now, Todd, you have got to agree with me. We've got to get her to a hospital. I'm going to call the ambulance.
Stephanie, we don't need an ambulance.
What do you mean?
There's movement in her eyes.
There's movement?
She appears to be showing some sort of brain activity.
Are you sure?
Well, I can't be positive, but then, of course, I've never seen her like this.
There was movement.
Yes.
But she's never had movement like that before unless she responded to a sound, you know, that she was startled or something.
Well, we're definitely seeing a progression.
What does this mean, Todd?
She's improving rapidly. By the moment, actually.
Well, we've got to get her to a hospital.
No. She could go into shock.
Shock?
Yes. Please, just trust me on this, all right?
This isn't a matter of trust. She's got to be put in a hospital. Got to run tests. I've got to call an ambulance. No. No. Hospital.
What are you doing?
Hi. What are you doing?
Picking up my wife on her birthday.
Oh, so you finally remembered.
Well, give me a break. I'm bad, but I'm not that bad. It's like you're taking a little work home, huh?
Not much.
Correction, none.
You say that like a man who has plans for the evening.
You got that right.
Well, I guess you talked to Brooke then.
Brooke?
Yeah, about the dinner reservations she made for the four of us.
No, I haven't seen Brooke.
Oh. Well, then what plans are you talking about?
My own plans that don't involve Broken Ridge. Plans that do involve an airplane flight and the quaintest little inn you'd ever want to stay in.
Where?
In Carmel.
Tonight?
Don't worry. I'll have you back tomorrow. You'll only miss half a day tops. And the time we are going to have will more than make up for it.
Well, honey, that's not really what concerns me.
Well, great. Then we're out of here. I've already got clothes for you from Forrester. They're on the car.
What about Brooke?
Brooke? Caroline, it's nice of her to make plans, but this is your birthday, not hers.
Well, yes, it is.
What are you saying?
I think that Brooke's trying to make overtures.
Are you saying that you'd rather spend the evening with Ridge and Brooke?
And you?
Darling, do you know how long it's been since we had any time alone together? It's been months.
Thorne, you're making me feel guilty now for not wanting to do what you want me to do on my own birthday.
For what I have planned, any woman who loved her husband would be thrilled.
Oh, wonderful. Now it's come down to a question of love? Thanks. You're really making this a very memorable occasion for me.
I'm trying to make this the perfect birthday. I wonder if it even matters to you.
What can I say that I haven't said a dozen times? You're a pretty gutsy lady, Logan.
To take on Caroline?
To take on me, then my mother, then Caroline. Hell, the only people you haven't taken on this house are Thorne and my dad.
Oh, well, give me time.
I meant what I said, though. Don't expect Thorne to go along with this birthday dinner business.
I consider myself warned. Now, hurry up so we can get home and get ready for this big night, okay? Hurry. Here you go.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
Yes, I do. Of course I do. You're right. It's your birthday. I just had all these plans.
And I'm really sorry that I messed all your plans up.
I'm not trying to make you feel guilty.
Okay.
We'll just do Carmel another time. It's okay. I don't want you to feel guilty about anything.
I wish it were that simple.
Caroline, it is. I absolve you of anything and everything for your whole life. Amen. Okay? Now let's try to go have a good time with Ridge and Brooke, all right?
Thorne, you are a very special man. And I'm sorry, too.
No. No hospital.
She spoke.
How is this possible?
I don't know.
No hospital? How can this be happening?
I can only think of one explanation. She's consciously aware.
But how would she know she doesn't want to go to a hospital?
Stephanie, this is our miracle. This is what we've been praying for all these years.
Yesterday she touched my hand. Today she had eye movement and she spoke. How can she have comprehension?
This is not the time to question. This is the time to observe, to hope that what we're seeing is true.
And you want to do that here at the house and not at the hospital?
I prefer that.
Yes, you've made that clear.
Stephanie, Angela doesn't understand what she said. It's just the fact that she said anything at all.
Well, that's why we should take her to a hospital to see if there's any real brain activity. Why don't you want to do that, Todd?
Why do you keep going back to that?
And why don't you? You're a doctor.
Yes, I'm a doctor. A doctor who's seeing a miracle happen right in front of his eyes.
You don't believe in miracles, Todd. You believe in medicine. There's only one reason you don't want to take this girl to a hospital. There's just one reason. Oh, my God. The thought of it. The idea of it. My God, it scares the hell out of me. You're afraid something will be found out. You're afraid something will be discovered. And you don't want that to happen. And neither does Angela.